Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today, I think we're just going to do a get ready with me because I don't have too long, but today's going to be MS stuff, so I'm actually looking forward to talking to you guys about this. So I've noticed that on my channel, what I really like is I get a lot more MS customers, I think, or patients that are actually wanting to interact, because like I've said before, there is not a huge platform out there for people like us. So, and what I mean is people with MS, there is just not too many people that reach out to one another. And I think there's so many people that feel alone. So I just wanted to film a little bit and let you guys know that I'm still here for the MS stuff. I know my last couple videos have actually been a lot about makeup, and I'm so excited about that because it's really a passion and a love that I have. But I think being more of an advocate for people with MS is something that is so much more important to me. So today's just going to be, like I said, a get ready with me. I just kind of want to update you guys on what's going on. I did get some information back from my neurologist. I had my new MRI on Monday, and with that, he wanted to see what was going on because he wanted to do my brain, my cervical, and my thoracic, but we only ended up doing brain and cervical. So we didn't have to do the thoracic, which is your upper body, no lumbar is your bottom. So with that, I was kind of nervous about it because I haven't been feeling so well. And I wanted to make sure that I stress to you all that everybody's changes and everybody is different in their own way. So again, what we need to do is just remember that each of our bodies are different, and every single one of our diseases, yes, it's classified as something that's similar, but that doesn't really mean anything. It means that we have just been lumped into a category where our body's actually attacking itself, which makes sense, I guess, for lack of better terms. Sorry. Again, get ready with me. So again, like I said, our bodies are just kind of attacking each other, attacking itself. And lately I haven't been feeling very well. Now, I am out of my Ocrevus. I'm at 7 months. And part of this was because my blood cells were definitely, my white blood cells were a little high. And Dr. Hendon wanted to make sure that that we can get a valid count. So I'm actually out of Ocrevus. I'm at 7 months. Now, this type of medication actually, it kind of integrates it into your system. So what happens is it takes a while to get started and it takes a while to leave. So like I know that there's still some Ocrevus in my system, and you guys should all know, ask questions of your neurologist, make sure that you do that. But it's like, I know that there's still a little bit that's in my system, so I'm not too afraid of that kind of stuff, but I haven't been feeling well at all. With that, it's not so much that it's not at all, but I know that I'm very tired. My energy level has dropped. And that is something that is kind of alarming for me, especially when I have so many goals with my overtime and with my channel here and all of that. And I really don't like that. I feel that my energy level is something that I seriously need. And I think that's one thing that I definitely talk about a lot is exhaustion, because that's probably one of the biggest things for me. It used to be my breathing, but really anymore it's not my breathing. I have been doing very well with some of the alternative methods that I chose to use. Like I take a lot of turmeric. I try not to take as many pills anymore. I do still take a couple, like the baclofen, because I get cramping a lot in my legs. And I do know also that when I had surgery, because I tore a tendon in my foot 2 years ago. And when I had to have surgery on it, the doctor had said that my tendons, because of all of the steroid usage, that my tendons, they look stressed. And that's probably the reason why the tendon in the bottom of my foot actually tore. It was actually on the side right underneath my ankle. And doctor said that probably because of the steroid use, that made it really hard on my tendons, and that's probably why it tore. But that leg now, because of the surgery and because of the tear, cramps a lot all the way up to my knee. And so I do still take the baclofen, which is one that I didn't actually want to have to take anymore, but it does help. I do like that about it. It definitely does help. And I feel that that's probably why. It's the injury that's causing a lot of the cramping. So I also take a new med, a med that's actually for Parkinson's. I take carbidopa-levodopa, and that's another one that I take because that is the restless leg syndrome. And people like us, we get those a lot. So sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once here. So I'm not winning. With that, that actually just stops the spasticity in my legs so that I can sleep, because in the middle of the night, it gets really bad, like really bad. And I can't, it's just so bad that I just get up and I walk around. I know a lot of people have restless leg syndrome, and it's something that we all go through, but when you have MS, it's almost painful. So a lot of people, I don't know if they all talk about how they have pain or not. I do have pain. My dad used to tell me that he did not have pain. And that was something that that was just definitely a difference between us. So he didn't have pain. I have pain. I hate it. Anyway, and I don't want to take too long on this video, especially because I'm just getting ready for work, but I just wanted to check in anyway. Yesterday, doctor said that I have no new disease and no active disease. So that was really, really good news. And I'm very, very excited about it. The one thing that, that I also know is that with that, what that basically means is that the disease is in remission, and that's why they call it relapsive remissive. And with that being in remission, then that's a really positive thing for me. One thing that a lot of people question me, they're like, okay, so then why do you feel so bad? And I'm like, you know what, I still feel bad because there is damage. There is a lot of damage. Again, as I've said before, there's damage in my spinal cord, and it's something that I deal with all the time. I carry my disease in my spinal cord, and that is something that makes it very difficult to describe for people, because a lot of people don't really understand that if you, just because it's not in the brain does not mean that that I don't have symptoms, or like, how come if I don't feel good? A lot of people just don't understand. Well, they're saying like, well, everything looks fine. Well, everything does look fine, but I still have damage from this disease that I have to deal with every day. And with that, it basically means, just like what I said, the damage that I currently have are the symptoms that I'm dealing with now. So, and hopefully it just means that I won't have more in the future. That's a good thing. So, back to the Ocrevus though. I'm really looking forward to my new infusion. Hopefully we can get that done as soon as possible. I am just really overwhelmingly tired, and I'm really working hard to try not to have to rely on you know, over-the-counter stuff to try to keep my energy level up. And that in itself actually does bother me. I don't like having to drink a lot of coffee or whatever. Now, coffee I just absolutely love. So that's the reason why I drink coffee. And I'm originally from the Pacific Northwest, so yes, I love coffee. I really do really love coffee. And I just love a hot cup of coffee, a hot cup of joe, because it's fantastic. At any point in time, I could drink it after breakfast. I can drink it right before dinner. Now, obviously, because I don't drink a lot of caffeine other than my Diet Coke during the week, I have a hard time with that, trying to sleep through that. So I've actually limited a lot of my caffeine intake, because I think that that contributes to my restless leg syndrome. So with that, I don't have to take the carbidopa-levodopa so much, because it does upset my stomach quite badly, and to the point that I will vomit, and I despise that. I have a fear now. I do not like to be sick to my stomach. I do not like to be nauseous. I find it extremely uncomfortable, and unfortunately, working 12 and 14-hour days, I don't have time to be sick to my stomach. I just don't, because oftentimes with that, the nausea for me just kind of incapacitates me. I'm not a very good sick person at all. I don't like it. I like to just lay down and then just forget about it. But other than that, it's a little rough. So again, I don't know what you guys want from me. I'm trying very, very hard to do everything that I can to make sure that I'm following what you guys really want me to do, but I'm also following my own passions. And I think that's one thing that I want you guys to understand. I've talked about the Ocrevus numerous times just because I really feel that it's fantastic. And it's a very, very good medication for me. Other people deal with other medications and they work perfect for them as well. So I just wanted to stress to you the success of what Ocrevus is doing for me. Again, having no new disease and no active disease. I have no atrophy, which is shrinkage, and I do not have to deal with any brain shrinkage because that's one thing that we deal with as well. Another thing that we also deal with is just new marks in the brain. So that is the other thing that I don't have trouble with. I have no new disease. So nothing active and nothing ongoing. And that's a really good thing. So I'm extremely happy about that. Again, the Ocrevus is doing so well for me. So it's just my check-in. Just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. Definitely let me know any questions or comments that you have. I'm available all the time. I had someone who let me know what a service animal, the difference between a service animal and an emotional support animal. They can't be both. So I do appreciate the comment on that very much. Thank you so much. And I will make sure that in the future, I do definitely try to distinguish between the two. And if I have offended anyone, I sincerely apologize. So anyway, but subscribe to my channel. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Tell me about your Ocrevus experiences. Do any of you actually have any other experiences? If you have absolutely nothing, then I would say that that's actually a very good success rate. If you are not experiencing any new symptoms, if you haven't been, if you're dealing and managing your symptoms as you have them right now currently. But again, I do need to stress, this is not a cure. There is no cure for MS. And so we are just stuck in this no matter what we do. We are stuck with this disease. It is our lot in life. It is what the Lord's chosen as a path for us, however you choose to decide what it is. But again, it's just a speed bump. It's not a death sentence. So it's how you deal with the disease. So make sure that you guys are doing everything that you can. Get angry. I've said that numerous times before. Make sure that you get angry. Make sure that you let the world know that you're mad, and let this disease know that you're mad. So do your best, fight really hard, make sure that you stay healthy. Any questions that you need, I'm down below. I mean, you can comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys all stay healthy.